think I thought that I didn't have that much of a chance at getting into Oxford. I remember in high school someone said something about Oxbridge to me and I just shrugged it off. And I think part of that was because I was like, oh, it's too big for me, but also there's a lot of imposter syndrome surrounding Oxbridge for especially state school students, and I'd kind of just assumed that just was not, I was not clever enough to get in. And I think it's not really worth shrugging it off. I think it's really worth getting invested in things like that.
When I imagined Oxford, you imagine the formal dinners, this rowing, everyone getting dressed up in suits, and yes, that is a thing. There is people, and some of that you might enjoy that, but none of that is compulsory. In fact, you might find that fun, but if that's not your thing, you don't have to do it.
I think I thought I could study at Oxford partially in my first year, but it was quite a gradual process, so I didn't necessarily think that it was a possibility straight away, but I got quite a lot of support from teachers. I had a few conversations where they were like, okay, you're a potential candidate, and then when the graduate popped up, that was a really big opportunity, so I was like, okay, I'll take time, see how that goes, and then it kind of just starts to snowball. I think once you start to get into it, you're in it then, and then you might as well apply and see if you can get in.
So I would recommend coming to Priestley if you have hopes of studying at Oxford or Cambridge, as the support they provided throughout the entire experience was really invaluable and set me up to make a really competitive application.
I would probably say that my biggest highlight was when we went to the Sheldonian on matriculation. So that's when everyone wears these like fancy gowns, they wear the hats, it's all the photos that you see of the Oxford students, and you basically go into this theatre, and I think we had the Vice-Chancellor doing an acceptance speech in Latin. I had no idea what she was saying, but it was incredible because you're like, I'm here, like I've actually got here, and you look up and you've got this gorgeous painting, and I think I was just humbled by the amount of resources that I now have access to.
So my favourite place itself is this college, Worcester College itself. When you've got deadlines looming, loads of problem sheets to do, just going for a walk around the grounds can really help clear your head, and then you're ready to carry on tackling your work.
People do not study at Oxford all the time. Oxford is not just for people who are constantly revising. If you think that that's not sustainable for you, it's because it isn't. No one can do that. And when you come to Oxford and realise there's so many intelligent people studying really difficult courses, you realise that it's not just about cramming all the time. It's about finding interest in your subject, and I think it's a good place to explore these little pockets of your subject without just going into overdrive, because it's just not, like, cramming just does not work.
I've settled in well. I am enjoying the course. As I've said before, it is a challenge. I'm finding time to do fun things with the chemists. We have chemistry curries, we have socials. There is a fun aspect to it. It is very much a work hard, play hard culture. I'm enjoying the degree, yeah.
I may be biased, but Priestley was the best college that I could have possibly gone to. It was the perfect amount of pastoral care on top of academic support, and it just has this family vibe to it. And when you're in lessons, you always feel like you can approach the teacher. There's no like coldness from any of the staff. It's just a lovely environment.
I mean, Worcester in particular is really good for the access and outreach. Something like 80+% come from state schools, which is really good. That's progression in the right direction, and I do feel now that I do fit in here, which is very good.
Being part of Oxford is something that will stay with me for life. It's an experience that I just won't forget. I'm incredibly lucky to be here.